cánh 4 còn lại họ đang gặp rất là nhiều khó khăn, đặc biệt là cuộc đường giữa.
Oke, let's go, kita Watchparty guys ya. Hari ini match beras. Yeah. Match beras ya, real ini beras banget, beras bet. Let's go kita.
If that happens again, then you're going to be eating good in the build.
It's really hard to say when earlier with Secret, you never know what role they're going to play. With Paper X, you never know who's going to end up being that super explosive player because they all have that potential. Now, what's really interesting with the map pool is that Paper X has finally opened up Haven. So I think this is going to be really interesting coming into today. Also, we haven't seen too much bind here in Pacific. Yeah. I know both of these teams have played bind, in previously, so I hope we get to see a bit of it today.
We've seen Boom pick and bind in the past. I can kind of see that coming out again today. Yep. I am curious if they could take it towards that Haven. That would be a sort of different alternative.
No icebox.
Beras.
Which is used to be a sore spot in the map pool for them. There you go, bind pick, and Paper X will pick defense there.
Finally, I feel like it's been a while.
This is very different from Paper X. So before we saw them having to float Haven because they wanted to ban Corrode.
Yep.
So now they're willing to float Corode a little bit more.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Boom doesn't feel like they need to punish pick with Haven, even though it's been a good map for them, especially in their dominant run of form. Haven was a very safe map for Boom, so they're going to lean more towards bind. They're changing things up a little bit. Paper X picking Lotus. They're the best Lotus team in the world for me. They're 16-1 since April on Lotus. Even though a lot of those games get quite close, though, they consistently go to like 24 rounds or OT on Lotus, but they always seem to eke out these wins.
Yeah, that map 3, PRX got to choose between Haven and Corrode and went with Corrode. Look forward to that, but we do have bind to start off with, and yeah, this is of course Boom's choice. They love running this KO. This is a composition.
Masih berapa menit? Tenang aja, santai aja. Nah, udah, kita santai aja, kita ngecil aja dulu. Masih 1 menit sampai lah gua puncaknya anjing. Chill out geng, aman aja. Sambil nungguin kita Roblox guys, gila. Kenapa nyangkut anjing? Lagi puncak ini. Ditinggal gua cuki mai anak-anak yuk. Masuk ke sini kan? Kontol juga. Bodoh amat gua pocong, nggak takut gua. Ikut lompat nih gua, pocong doang nih anjing. Lama kali bah. Beras, match beras, Paper X versus Bumisron. Kemarin tuh hasilnya yang amatiwan gua live-in gak sih? Lupa gua anjing. Gua live-in ya kemarin ya amatiwan ya? Ya coy, gua live-in sih. Beras. Gua setting stream tadi, Beras. Kagak, gua Watchparty dulu, Cok. Ntar aja gua follow malam, tapi nggak live gua.
Ya udah, ada DC nggak biar kita Watchparty berdua?
Mana DC. Cari dan DC.
DC lu kirim ke gua.
Gua download dong, harus download dong DC dan cok.
Ya download aja lah di laptop. Mau gunung apa lagi tinggi? Enggak.
Emang masih mau main?
Main. Mau main apa?
Mau nggak?
Mau antar kita nggak ke mini? Mau aja, ayo.
Lalu lu mau naik lagi atau
Gimana nih?
WP sama gua anjing?
Oh iya, oke. Kayaknya aku udah dulu dah.
Oke.
Oke. Kau udah juga dah? Apa? Kau udah juga? Ya udahlah. Thank you guys.
Have fun ya guys.
Dadah Pinky. Dadah guys.
Goy.
Oi.
Pakai Discordnya 8 PM aja nggak sih?
Siapa IPM tuh siapa? Udah dapetin ini.
Gimana cara itu? Cara ngirim link Discord, Cok? Woi. Malah keluar dia, Cok. Beras.
I'm interested to see what they're going to be bringing on Bind and Corrode in particular, because it's been a little while since we've seen them play Bind. Last time we saw it
Cara
was
ngirim Discord,
fantastic,
Cok.
and Corrode is brand new for them as well.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really like the approach to the veto. It shows clear growth from Paper X. It shows prioritization on learning these new maps. Now the fact we literally saw them directly pick to play Corrode over Haven means they have this ability to shake up their map pool. It's very nice to see.
They need to get the reps. They need to get these reps in, because they're looking at champions. Like Pacific is just a stepping stone for a team that's already won an international title here, especially the most recent one. They need to make sure that they're playing through the map pool. They're getting their officials in on some of these maps that they're going to have to test the best teams in the world on.
Precisely, at this point, all eyes are on champions for this team. They want to win a second trophy. We've interviewed them. We've asked them, what's next after you win a trophy? Because so many teams have fallen after that, and they just want to go on a complete run now. And at this point, I don't think they have any perma bans anymore on any map. They are playing officially every single map in the pool. Now, boom, we caught them in the lift. We got a little bit of an elevator chat with those coaches there, and it's really hard
Mana
to
cara
feel
ngirim
certain
link
when
Discord,
you're
Cok?
going against a team like Paper X.
Yeah, they don't want to
Mana
go
sih caranya,
and be
anjing?
like, oh, this is a surefire win, guys. Yeah, we've got this one locked up, because then you might look a little bit silly. I think there was an air of
Mana ya?
quiet
Tot,
confidence, subtle belief, I would say, in the tone of their voices.
I don't think Boom has ever been that kind of team anyway. Even when they were dominating a groups, we interviewed them, they'd be like, well, yeah, we're playing good right now, but we'll see what happens in the future. Like, I think they are a very humble team that you love to see. Nice little huddle there from Paper Rex.
Big
Boom.
handshake.
Yeah, I want to see Boom come out strong here on
Gimana,
Blitar.
Cok, cara
They
ngirim
did it.
link Discord,
If you
Cok?
remember, you
Jujurkan
cast
aja.
right back to the start of kickoff. They were going against the
Pilih.
Korean super team of T1, and they upset them on Bind, where T1 came in with a really, really good streak on that. Let's take a little bit of a look at what Paper X are going to be bringing here. It is double duelist with Dubai on the Viper. First time he's playing something that's not Vice this stage. And Forsaken's going to be on the Brimmy. They're playing against the Sentinel's comp, so I want to see them get aggressive and push down the flanks here on Bind.
Tadi ya.
Absolutely, that is
Gua
the
kirim link
gap
di
we
gitu
see
ya.
in Boom's competition, playing what we would expect from them. The key here is that double initiator with the KO and the Fade. So much information. They should be trying to understand what Paper X are doing every step of the way here. But look out for Dostine on this Brimstone. He's going to drop his smokes, run in, and go crazy.
Yeah, Shiro as well is often great on the KO. Honestly, underrated agent for him. Every time I see him play this agent, he tends to kind of pop off. So keep an eye on him this game, because sometimes he's good for a big map.
Oh, absolutely. Real quick, 2-1 or a 2-0 kind of match today?
I want to
Yeah.
say 2-1. I think Boom can steal something here.
Yeah, I agree. 2-1. I think Boom could still bind. Maybe not Corrode, though. That'll be the decider. That'll be a lot of pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to send it over to Casters and Quack. You've seen Paper X play Bind for a very, very long time, so I think this is a little sweet spot for us. Let's send it over to our commentators, Komodo and Quack.
sweet spot is definitely lovely, but you heard it from the desk. They want it to be 2-1s all
Udah di IG, nggak bisa, gue nggak ada WA di PC gue. Udah gue kirim IG, buka IG aja.
Because we do look towards champions for a team like Paper Rex, and we know that with Icebox going out and Abyss coming back into the pool as well, they're going to have to start to open up their own map pool. So I love the fact that they're opting to play Corrode if it can get to that 2-1 scoreline as a map 3 in this one. But also the fact that they are, you know, opting to play Bind, right? We didn't see it since the kickoff stage against T1 where they came out with that atrocious composition. And then yeah, like Haven or Corrode, as I said, love the fact that Corrode is there. And Lotus, I mean that's a kick up, right? Like that's a good run for Paper X. So I think
Bind, cok. Oh iya, Bind ya. Udah ada Bind, cok. Main di mana? Main jing 4 second main Brimstone, cok. GG emang 4 second ya. 4 second main Brimstone, bro. Baru tahu gua 4 second bisa main Brimstone, cok. Keyo lagi. Musuhnya dapat main Viper, dia meta Amerika ya. Amerika mainnya pakai Viper tuh. Oh shit. Ya ente dah. Dua lawan satu. Ente. Wah, pistol kan emang busuk pistol kannya Paper Rex, yo. Oh shit. So enti Paper Rex enti. Habis suara gua guys. Sorry ya kalau suara gua habis, cok. Mana lagi anjing.
Very capable duelists opting to change up compositions where required. Jing on the raise makes a lot of sense. Something on the Yoru makes a lot of sense. Forsaken will fill that little flex role of the Brimstone, so it is this 100 Thieves composition coming through for them. I think it is
ketahuan tuh 3 orang deh. Tahu kan nih 3 orang mati nih 3 orang. Udah dipantekin gitu, Jing. Oh shit. Dapat 1 doang anjing. Mau gimana pistol? Lawannya Guardian sama Bulldog anjing. Udah mati aja Mas Spike, cok. Nggak usah dilawan-lawan lagi, cok. Ngasih op aja. Anjing dapat beli seri biar dapat. Ya udah jelas tipe beda senjatanya jauh lagi. Kedua Bulldog, cok. Dua Bulldog 1 Guardian. Fatman cuma klasik doang, ngapain? Berbahaya.
Back then, Famous wasn't really allowed to come online. This time, hopefully a lot more different. You've got the rifles carried over. Possibly bonus conversion this time with intentions into the B site.
Maybe not going to look too fast for Boom on this one. Of course, no Sky on the side of Paper Rex as well for Divide that was highlighted on the desk, right? So it's going to be a little bit of a different look towards the informational gathering where Patman has been kind of sensational on those lines. Speaking of Divide, that's already seen significant damage done to him.
Completely engulfed in smokes, but it's a TP play from Paper Rex. Jing looking to halt things.
Low as well, though. Can get
Wah, mati Jing. Ente Jing. Ente dah nih Jing. Udah dipantekin itu pasti si Jing, cok. Loh, kok bisa kelewat itu? Kok bisa kelewat itu si Viper? Hah? Hah?
on the exchange.
Remember, damage has been done to something here as well.
Bisa kelewat gitu cok sama si Dapa ya nih. The fuck the fight. Wah, sorry guys ya, suara gua habis cok. Mau paling nanti nggak bisa main Valo gua. Ya main doang bisa, tapi gua kan gak enak ya kalau gua nggak nge-apping ya. Soalnya suara gua habis cok. Udah biarin aja Sumtang. Tahan aja, hold aja Sumtang. Gak usah pick Sumtang. Nice banget tuh. Wah mati Sumtang. Wah mati Sumtang. Wah. Bukan, saya lihat Bukan. Oh, very good Bukan. Gila. Anjing habis suara gua. Anjing suara gua habis, Cok. Wah, udah. Anjing, what a game sense, bro, by Bukan, bro.
Not letting him get that one there, but I will say it's a bit costly, right? Only one player surviving at the end for Paper X. Gonna have to dig deep for the reinvestments.
Good banget Bukan, Cok. What a game sense, Cok, by Bukan ini. Bisa aja loh si Bukan ini main blip, Cok. Sumpah dia pakai agent apa aja jago si Bukan ini. Mati tapi goblok. Loh. Sacarin kalau kata gua mah itu sendirian tuh. Belum masuk si Cuki tadi. Ya udah gue solo aja nggak apa-apa. Si Sumtangnya cuman judge, Cok. Udah paling udah saving. 3-1 masih oke lah ya. Mana aja Bukan kita nih jago Bukan kita.
The outlaw, when you got 4 players on light shields, you want to get a little play happening together, and you do understand the idea that Paper X wanted to go for. They've got the cut site toxic screen, right? The teleporter for the B side of things. You get out your blind side through the TP, and you go for a showers pop. Very common things when you have a Yoru played, you know, with a Viper as well on this map. Sometimes you'll see teams differ that a little bit with the showers play. You can get an operator on the line as well.
Kok mati ya? Bukan kan nggak full cheat ya Bukan ya? Time out. Baru 3-1 loh, Alex. Time out, 3-1 time out. Ya udahlah, mungkin dia punya strat sendiri, Cok. We trust Alex, I'm trust to Alex, bro. Alex jago sih sebenarnya, aslinya tuh jago. Cuman dulu waktu flop tuh emang lagi cari-cari roll aja.
Intervention for Paper X needing to right some wrongs. A lot of individual performances not quite working out the way they need.
Could you imagine, right? You've got Boom Esports who are yet to find a map, yet to find a series in this stage where they've got
berapa nih server lah woi?
Kabar. Lu tadi belum masuk, Cok.
Server apa nih? PIC.
Bukan servernya si Mojo. Gimana cara share screen-nya?
Share screen aja.
Tuh, udah gue share screen tuh.
Anjing gak usah kalah ya tadi ya?
Ya masih 3-1 aman aja, tenang bro.
good answer back.
Tentang jet doang lagi.
Clear by the 0 point. It's for Paper X to just re-get that space. Definitely expecting a bit of aggression here.
3-1 sih oke bro, tapi kenapa di time out ya Alek ya? Tolonglah Alek. 3-1 Alek, kalau udah 6 baru udah time out dah. 6-4 kayak 4 kayak minim. Baru 3 udah di time out cok Alek nih.
Takut kalah dia.
Nggak menang ini cok, menang tenang aja. Kalau Jing udah pakai rest tuh ya win rate-nya tinggi cok.
Gue baru lihat Forsaken main berimanya.
Nah Forsaken emang flex cok, mau gimana lagi.
Dia flex. Tau gue dia di bind main harbor gak sih kemarin?
Tuh udah lama banget cok itu. Let's go bang, sini mau join
Baru balik.
mau join WP sini sih. Gua mau kirim linknya di komen nih kalau lu mau.
Wah, di clear kayak gitu langsung anjing. Mata mau kelas gitu dos 9 anjir.
Ya gue bilang, tuh bang kalau lu mau join bang.
Itu serius buat tembak klasik dos 9 anjing.
Very good. Very good. Aduh anjing. Oh nice.
Slicer anjing itu slicer.
Untung saja ada Pacman anjing.
Anjing ini slicer bisa begitu tembakannya cok.
Jago cok si slasher ini. Si slasher sama Dosna ini jago cok. Yang lain biasa aja.
Dosna ini jago anjing. Jago Dosna ini.
Kelas aja Jing, kelas Dapai. Anjing Dapai ini serifnya jago banget loh, serifnya si Dapai ini cok. Gak tahu gua.
Emang jago serifnya?
Jago parah cok si Dapai ini serifnya cok.
Yang dia pakai sage atau apa sih itu?
Iya pala-pala itu kan gila emang si Dapai ini.
Mirip gua lah.
Tai anjing.
Lu gak tau aja kalau gua udah mau di jam malam bro. Aib gua kalem sampai dibilang, "Bang, main lu kok tenang banget, Bang." Ya iyalah, gua jago, bro.
Oke, famous nggak mati sih famous harusnya. Anjing nggak ada yang jaga itu Yuhalnya.
Ya namanya mau di retake, babi.
Wah ya mati dong.
Lagian
Oh nice banget tuh.
Oh.
Nice banget tuh. Ya nggak kena tuh di pojokan anjing.
Somtang.
Very good Sumtang. Tapi ngeri cok, gue liat Sumtang nembak tuh ngeri anjing. Geter anjing aim cok. Oh.
Kok bisa masuk Forsaken dari mana dia masuknya?
Nggak tahu gue dari mana dia masuk anjing. Wekan anjing.
Dari mana masuknya?
Gila Borbekan anjing.
Oh itu ya pas
Dari.
lempar itu ya.
Oh ngelempar
klon. Lempar klon anjing Euronya.
Iya. Anjing gila cok Borbekan what a play by Borbekan cok. Tuh lu lihat something nembak cok geter anjing.
Nah, turun di smoke. Forsaken aimnya mirip gua ya.
Nggak ada mirip lu tai anjing.
Lu kenapa sih nggak mau jujur aja Bang Pi?
Enggak, aim lu tuh inkonsisten gue, nggak kayak aim gua cok.
Aduh, kayak jago aja.
Shit, almost. Oh, nice banget Jing cok anjing. Aduh, kena flash dia. Udah something OP tuh udah kayak. Mati something. Oh, nice banget cok anjing. Suara gua habis cok anjing.
Ini Jing.
Ya kalah.
Woi, sambil lompat gitu bro.
Udah ada tahan step something, tahan step. Jangan ngeklon Sumtang. Wow, what a play by Sumtang bro. Dia naruh clone di depan hook, di dekat hookah, dia lari ke long, gila, jago Sumtang. Nice banget Sumtang. Anjing, gila Jojing cok. Wah Jojing sih parah cok aimnya. Apa itu cok? Apa itu cok? Ngecit anjing.
Sebelum kan?
Ya kayak gua cok, kayak gua.
Itu tai yang bisa terbang itu, bukan lompat lagi terbang aja.
Iya cok, sangar itu cok. Itu belum gua klip aja, gua mau klip anjing. Sangar itu kalau gua klip cok.
Itulah lucky shot tingkat dewa anjing.
Mana ada lucky shot itu cok? Udah gua predik gitu cok.
Predik
itu anjing, gila. Bisa-bisanya predik titit dia tadi aja. Beras. Ini match beras bro. Selama Paprek ada 4 second tuh gue masih dukung Paprek. Kalau 4 second udah cabut nggak lagi gue.
Di karbit.
Lah gue fans 4 second cok, bukan fans Paprek sebenarnya, tapi Paprek jago juga. Aduh, timing anjing. Ya timing lagi kontol. TP nice.
Kenapa ya di prosin PD banget nge-push sampai jauh gitu bang, pakai OP.
Kan temennya ngeliatin Jo. Tadi temennya ngeliatin. Yang ada Jo.
Rewind.
Nggak ada sih, iya nggak ada cok.
Oh tadi mau ngeliatin kan gue lihat gimana.
Gak usah takut Jing, mereka pistol doang gitu Jing.
Respect bro tetap.
Very well. Lastnya bed. Bedroom. Mati doh. Aduh. Nice banget bro. Kok kecilan gak sih suara gua? Udah indah.
What this now round looks like when they've got the guns back in possession. There's always that age-old story, right? You take that time out, maybe have a little bit of a light touching point in towards the eco round, but then you're putting more of the discussions in towards your next rifle round, and this has to be like pretty good converted rifle round from Boom, hopefully. Got some key ults to possibly work off, but right now Paper X still in contention with that off.
Line up apa lagi tadi cok, gila juga tuh line up.
If you do go the other way into more of a probable stack, just look towards the ultimate mark of Paper X at the moment. Nightfall, Dimensional Drift, Showstopper, screams a bit of retake. Refreshing the sky smoke down B long.
Ajuin aja pelan-pelan, ada Jing.
Actually none for Forsaken. So now he's just going to be a point and shoot player in the round with an incendiary as well. But the funneling over towards this A side does.
Waduh, bednya dilepas coba bedroom. Bedroomnya dilepas anjing, oh enggak dipantekin something. Oh very good Batman, anjing dapat 3 cok Batman cok. Anjing Batman, jago banget Batman. Tenang, Ajojing flanking yuk. Ajojing flanking.
Okay, well, it comes all to this Viper's pit. Dimensional drift just blocks it as well. Jing, he's good for the sprays. He's trying to get it over with Devi. And there's nothing left, no joy left in the round for Boom at this point. DOS9, a desperate play as he swings on wide, gets a good shot onto Jing at least.
Notan kah? Oke, nice banget.
Kind of alluding to just there.
Nice banget, Paperek, cok. Udah. Ini gamenya Paperek ini, cok. Gamenya Paperek ini udah. Patman gila sih, Patman. Patman gila sih, Patman. Patman gila sih. Apa 3 loh dia?
And then just the dimensional drift that comes through, bit of funny business in the mix that you can just start to shoot at your teammate and hit the enemy. PaperX will be finding 6 on this defensive side, and anything more is going to be lovely for them. Though, speaking of, it's not like Boomer down for the count in this round. Weapons plentiful.
Ya Allah.
Great opener coming through with that shot onto something. In towards B long though.
Nggak dapat something yo, cok, lepas ya. Kalau lepas dia somethingnya anjing.
Go for a bit of a proper execute now as well. You probably could. You just need to see a smart decision made for Boom here in a position where PaperX more often than not have looked to cut a couple of corners, right? If they want to get on towards this flank, they may very well send 2 players to do so. Comes down to what Patman may be feeling on this A site at the moment, what a Haunt might be able to reveal, or maybe even on the flip side, what the utility of Boom will just give over towards him.
Oh, nggak nyala naik buat gua anjing.
Looks to play a slight one and done at least. Do some damage against his
opponent. Wah, Patman gila anjing.
Oh, and it delays, actually burns down Shiro. All onto NC Slasher, swings wide. Low HP on Patman. And it could be potential clutch.
Oh, the C's got him.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Nggak kena anjing.
Safe enough
Nggak
behind
kena
boxes, but the snake bite, it flushes him out.
Wah, very good. Nice trade by Dapai, Jo. Very well, Dapai.
I wonder what the tell was to Patman in that position, by the way. He expected by his crosshair placement that it was going to be a jumping peak first from the first player. Very large awareness that DOS9 was going to do that. It didn't really matter which player it was. Unfortunate for DOS9 that he was there. If he gets that kill, the round may go a different way. An orbital strike still accessible for them. Just there in that little replay, you see it. Very aware from Patman locking down that A site, doing as much as he could to assist the team. But Devi coming in good with the 1v1 trade at the final moment to get another round on the board for PaperX. Defensive side starting to look pretty good for them here. But once again, it is another buy to come through for Boom Esports. The Viper's pit over towards this A site as Showers starts to get crept up through from Boom. Jing in a spot not yet seen.
There's the haunts, but it's a showstopper that ultimately does the trick. They got the trade. Slight trade, yes. Forsaken trying to back himself into safety too.
Very good for second. Very good. Nice flash banget tuh by Bumtang. Very good.
Scrappy with the plays, but it's PaperX with the coordination on the flashes. More known quantities into the site now. It's Nightfall that tracks onto Shiro. They know exactly where he is.
Yeah, he's stuck at triple. The other problem being that Berserk was essentially waiting in their spawn at cave for the whole time. So he's nowhere near the action, Quack. He didn't want to go through the Viper's pit. He has to go all the way through Showers to meet with Shiro.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, and it's a swing.
Wah, ngapain, Cok? Shiro.
Operator, too reliable until the trade comes in. Maybe the spike plant, maybe a potential.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, nice spray from Devi is just going to push him out into the open. Contemplating if Patman was going to use the C's to lock him in to the site, but in that position, Patman's spot was actually a bit unknown. So very nice little adjustment from PaperX there. Feel like they still had a really good heads-up play though, changing their positions, right? We hadn't seen the pit yet deployed, so putting it up through short and elevating Jing. Perched angle, this one from something as well.
Ngapain, Cok, si Shiro anjing? The fuck, Shiro? Apain kamu, Shiro? Masih mau dia ganti senjata, Cok.
Majority of these rounds that we've had on this defensive run from PaperX, we've always seen investments from Boom as well. It's the full bonus coming into their pockets, buy after buy. but they're just not able to fashion a good round yet. Maybe this will be the change. Quack, famous with the showstopper. Shiro with the null command. They could get into this B site. But can they hold it down if they do so? That's the real question.
Hungry for the 8-4 holds. Berserk's marking out the back. Does he expect a secondary flank?
Dapat lagi berseknya.
Back in the tunnel at least, but
2-0 sini aja. Nextnya Lotus ya udah mapnya Paperek ini pasti real ya.
Causing a lot of noise onto site. You got the null command to slow things down as well, but ultimately orbital strike prevents PaperX from taking more space. Pat now trying to get an angle, but it's shut down in towards the back side. But it's the
Wah, di wallbang gitu. Oh.
something with a flick.
Wow.
He's got it flashed up and he's behind, but
Wah, sumpah water gameplay cok by Paperek cok.
Flank this time from Forsaken as opposed to what Berserks was hoping for. Once again, another scenario where he's trying to just play on the back
Atau
of the
gameplay bro
autonomy.
by Paperek anjing jago banget cok Paperek.
Up and down his toxic screen, but his team was just not able to get into the site. And this read actually from PaperX at the moment, they've been looking towards the spawn side of things. That's where they thought he was coming from. Now position noted by the gate crash TP out.
Wow, hampir. Hampir dua-dua kena anjing. Nice, 9-3 udah. Ini gamenya peregang ya. Ini Paperek menang pistol selesai ya. Mau miss banget cok. Anti for boom cok kalau Paperek menang pistol ini.
I know I mentioned it earlier, the 4 versus 5 conversion rates that we've seen from Boom Esports yet for this series, 23-16.
Dapat ya.
That is a horrible scoreline coming through in those marks. 16 times where you're getting a first kill ripped away from you. How many more that we add from this matchup so far in this map in this first half of Blind? 9-3. Not the scoreline that you want to see.
Not one bit.
What a racikan by Alex yo.
That is also what you would call art.
Alex is very good, very well. Alex. GG Alex.
But nonetheless, for Boom, again, feeling the threat of relegation, this map meant so much to them, but they had to, just unfortunately had to go up against PaperX that were showing off this new composition, new looks all throughout these rounds. I mean, think about Jing repositioning to an unpredictable spot up around the A site.
Yeah, if this is the way that this series does turn out, right, you're starting to play on the back of you have to best both of the remaining 2 teams that you've not played against, both of the Japanese squads where DFM have already stolen a victory, right? You got geyztt Division in the mix as well that we saw at home ground yesterday. So if there's a world in which you start like PaperX in the 0-3, you get 2, you scrape into playoffs, then maybe, just maybe you're having a run against Nongshim for this staying in Pacific spot, but apart from that, the way that things are going here for Boom Esports, I mean, mapless, so far, this one's not really giving you good sense of work.
That's a lot of maybes.
Oh, and that's the problem right now because we need no maybes from Boom. We need confidence. We need the light switch to be flicked for them. To the defensive side they go. On this sentinel-less comp, so we got to see that there's some good awareness from the likes of Berserks and how he's managing his utility for the team, making sure they're getting all the information as well. Shiro, NC Slasher.
Anjing sakit banget sumpah.
I want to highlight Famous, he's gone a bit missing here. The attacking side for Arrays, not able to find a lot of entry value.
Was getting shut down, but now some slight information from both sides. PaperX though, it's a big crash back in the A site. Yes, through the screens they go, and it's Jing back lamps. Does get spotted out by the Sheriff of Berserks though, and that could be the start of things for the Wolf Pack. Caught by the Prowler and then engulfed in smokes.
No, Jing kita down bro, Jing kita down anjing. Anjing chaos banget tuh smoke dia.
There they go. Angles now found. Forsaken though, trying to reposition. Caught by Shiro. Oh, it's a second kill. And then the paint shells to come on through. 2 members left on the Dino side. Patman getting a couple of flicks, but Shiro continues with this onslaught. Defy shuts it down, but the defuse underway. Berserks will pick the round for Boom.
Yeah, another pistol.
NT.
A bit of a full house between Berserks and Shiro, 2 and 3 respectively. You get a defuse for Berserks as well at the end. That is a bit of a better formulated one for Boom, having the right numbers at the right site when that aggression comes through. By the way of which, Jing just getting over the truck They had no idea that was coming through in towards Lamps, but Berserk's had a couple of moments where that first bullet accuracy is very rapid from him. Got a couple of sharpies so far that we've caught glimpses of. That pistol round needs to give confidence to this team, needs to give them the idea, of course, that they still have this map. It's not out of the realm of possibilities.
Hell yeah.
We'll see what this second round is going to look like for them, what they can carry on into the next round. Oh,
Dah udah dapat aja tuh.
has just been sprayed straight through that util.
Caught by the foot if anything, and now aware of the Bat's position. Oh, they're going for hot flash peek.
It is Hungary. Don't get me wrong. Could have been a world in which there were a couple of members behind that smoke as it faded. I'll confirm 2. I think just look to get out of this one, but they'll hold each other's hands.
Stick around long enough. It is the Hungry
Wah.
piece back after all.
Oh,
so
nice.
The one goes down. It's DOS9 to trade things right back up.
Weird state of affairs right now.
Pas banget tadi itu tembakannya, meskipun Jing kita yang di shutdown ya.
I'm looking at the radar and famous. Oh, the timing. This could turn the round on its head. The head of
shit,
famous which removed.
It's a weapon and now possibly more economical damage. Hat trying to keep them invested towards the front.
That haunt, as soon as it started out though, should be destroyed. Or dodged.
Completely dodged. Oh, and into the crosshairs of something.
This is the problem though, isn't it? This is a 2 versus 4. This kill would have been huge from Patman. And I don't think something's going to be able to get this one in 20 seconds, right? Surely not.
He's got the clone play off of, at least looking for the kills if anything, but NC Slasher will save the day.
Yeah, saving the day is kind of what was needed there for Boom as well, wasn't it? 2 players surviving at the end. A lot of timing going Paper Rex's way there. Very different round result if Patman was able to find that kill in towards the showers, but wasn't able to in the end. So benefit for Boom. They win another round, but with 2 salvage Bulldogs carrying over, I believe, or maybe it was one of the Spectres there actually in the tail end. They will have a bit of a haphazard buy coming into this one without the full investment behind it. So it is an opportunity for Paper Race to get double digits here. Unless we see something a little bit ambitious from Boom.
Game boring anjing.
That early engagement is actually gorgeous. What a shot. Maybe a double no. The C's nade combo doesn't find the second.
Yeah, slightly.
The fuck is that, bro?
Does give them control over Hookah still though, which does allow them to prevent Paper X from coming into the site. They might have guarded something with a flash, but here comes Boom. Forsaken though, slide on the spray transfer, but Patman still strong. Yeah. 1v2 now.
Yucky, disgusting spray. Berserks and DOS9 though. Could be a bonus round that Boom absolutely need to get.
That's a good seize. Certainly expects them to come through from spawn. Oh my god, just slicing the pie, but turns around at the wrong time. DOS9 will pick things up for Boom again.
Yeah, didn't expect the second there, unfortunately. Doubling up together, Boom, clearing a lot of angles in the little shoulder swings. Do you like to see that? Jing trying to satchel in again and just get swatted. I don't think better are doing that a little bit later on. See through these replays as well. Yeah, a bit unfortunate for him, but for Boom, hey, you're picking up that bonus rounds. This is that 1 foot in front of the other. It doesn't matter if it's messy. Get these rounds on the board, start to build up a bit of economy.
That is what we like to see.
Start to get worried for Alex's desk the closer this game gets.
Oh, well, there you go. Certainly a desk slammer on that one. Quick peeks.
Another scenario where the Outlaw is just making it sing, isn't it, right? Light shields with no early clearance of an angle. You're playing a risky game here, Jing.
Just trying to go for the fights. I mean, he's got a judge of all things. So some support now coming from Devi.
Yeah, 3 versus 5. With no smokes either.
Smoked off once again.
Just gonna have to respect the sky smoke and the toxic screen that are doubled at the moment.
Oh my god, but they're just off of it with the blast pack through. Boom, are online. It's just down to Pat. He tries to triangulate an angle, but it's a flawless for Boom now. 7-9.
That's the economy building from
Udah nggak sih?
starting to get
Langsung aja type dulu tuh. Harus stand out dulu itu anjing, kalau nggak susah itu.
Together as a team, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, adjust accordingly. And in these 3 versus 5 moments, you got to see some of the disrespect found from Paper X, right? They can't just play that one to the norm. Not that they ever really do. The timeout is brought out by Paper X. This is that moment in time, though, right? When we saw the Paper X timeout in the first half, they just strung together, well, the rest of the half.
Hoping to bring those performances back in. Pen is spinning mighty fast. In other words, for Boom to really keep up these performances has been great. Anticipating Paper X to peak off, stopping them at the rightest of times with the smokes.
They're just looking to see who's kind of having some discussions in these timeouts as well, right? Fields for the side of Boom getting active there. Alex, of course, over on Paper X. Got to make sure that the team is all very well coordinated very soon. See what you can do to get back into this one here. Just the Bulldog for Jing. Getting very close to a lot of ultimates on the Paper X side as well. Be a thrifty round if they can steal this one away. But for Boom, if they're able to find it to bring it within 1, maybe start to expose a little bit that Boom Esports may be Paper X's Achilles heel.
Just information for now. Oh.
And they'll command in. They want to stem off Paper X getting in towards this site. They're kind of already in, aren't they?
Actually looking to stick the plan all the way through, and through the tracer rounds, Jing. Put Shiro in a down but not out situation.
Well, they're going to try and res him. Remember, KO is quick to be able to do that right now, but the showstopper is on out, so it's Berserks and it's Shiro that are dead.
And then for DOS9 to try to arrive on the scene and see Slasher from the top of heaven, but still the holds on these positions that Paper X has got, despite it being half or eco buy. Angles now from Lamps, Famous from behind. He does have the Outlaw. Looking for those pristine shots, but it's Jing with the movements. Famous, it's all up to you, brother. He gets the good one.
There's just no time.
There's not enough time. In Komodo has to pick off or look for a weapon and try to get more kills, but it's not going to happen. Through the TP, it's a save, and Paper X back on track.
That is a thrifty to come through. I'm talking about right? It was a timeout from Paper X, and they won the remainder of the half. Is this yet again? Monsters coming out from the KO of Shiro, just triangulated there, and the rest of the shots as well. Get into close corners, you hold the angles. Sting up from Jing as well, doing some pretty good work there.
Pura-pura apa aja pura-pura?
We won't see Boom.
Betul lah, pura-pura apa?
We'll have a big old battle with the rifles to really see what the meat and potatoes of Paper X's attack side does look like. What differences do we see from them trying to get Jing satcheling in a lot of the time for something to scope out with some information and gate crash away. He can actually be the more focal point with that dimensional drift if they want to.
Supposed to see Boom are aware. Currently holding with
ulti aja, ulti sambil.
But the dimensional drift throws it off balance.
Oh, nice.
Trying to hold up, but Divide pushes through. The TP
Wah, nice banget. Nice banget.
Turns around.
Yeah, he's been missing for this game a little bit in the kill mark. I noted it was 5 just a little bit before.
Nice banget Davai.
He's going to start to get towards double digits, and he got spotted in the gap.
They know exactly where he is now. It's lights out.
Nice,
Famous. Paper X up to 11.
Yeah, it's just a pretty simplistic play to come out from them, isn't it? Get outside of hookah.
Udah 2-0 aja, Peprek. Jangan sampai map 3 anjing lu. Map 3 apa tadi Asen lagi.
Exact moment, bringing out the Prowler to see if there was any information on the back of it. Dividus has his crosshair at the ready for the trades in all of those situations. It's a good round to come through from Paper X, and on the back of a 9-3 half as well. It doesn't really give yourself enough batting right as Boom, so you need to make work in these rifle rounds. An operator out now for Famous with a couple of ults to back them up. We're seeing the A short Viper's Pit deployed by Berserk, similarly to what Divide did on their defensive half. And of course, without dimensional drift, you can't really scope that one either. So, see where Paper X want to shift their focus towards instead. My eyes kind of go towards this showers battle between Jing and Shiro, and that's just going to force Shiro back.
Big Dick tries to play the safer angle, doesn't want to get wall banged. PaperX starting to reconvene towards this very position. Now Famous with the operator.
3 smokes, still for Forsaken, an orbital strike as well. You get a plant onto Devi, and that's a Viper's Pit that could make things very spicy. Then on the flip side, you've got answers by Boom, who have rotated the operator back to the correct position again.
Famous. I mean, this weapon is where he made his name back in stage 1. Needing to make it sound true right now in this very moment. The utility comes over to stop and halt PaperX. The orbital flushes them into Garden, but Devi, what a swing from Hookah. Takes down NC Slasher. Famous tries to reposition, gets a great wallbang onto Devi.
20 seconds to try and get a plant here. At the moment, that flash doesn't work out. The trades starting
Nice
to come
banget.
through.
Second kill.
Nice
but
banget.
PaperX
Udah
with the swarm.
plan.
Just completely surrounded.
And they should know that Berserks has still been over at the A side. The Viper's Pit has just dropped, but where do they think he's actually going to come from, if at all? Because a 1 versus 3, where you've got broken economy on the side of Boom.
Aduh.
This is the one that the squad will be absolutely howling that they wish they found. They had the numbers at the B site. The orbital strike pushed them into Garden. Actually really like to see the angle of approach that Famous had on that showstopper as well, right? Because that goes in when they're locked in towards Garden. If that was towards more of the left, that could have got 3 of them. That would have been the round. It's these key little pivotal spots that sometimes can be your undoing, and in the chaos as well. There is so much that these players have to go through in those positions. That's a bit of a hurtful one. You don't even save the operator into the next round, for example, for Famous 2. 5 map points now for PaperX.
You hate to see it, but it is what it is. PaperX just played down the situation to a T. Even in the replays, you can see it. Famous fighting tooth and nail. But with PaperX's numbers and his hive miner there, it's just able to take everyone down.
Yeah, 3 rounds in a row after their own timeout. It's going to bring out Boom's last one for this half. Right at the nth hour, it would possibly be. And in a game such as Valorant as well, right? We know within these next 5 rounds, there can be a big build-up for PaperX of those ults to just go again. So there's a lot that Boom are going to have to try and figure out in this macro game right now. What little adjustments do PaperX have if they're able to successfully find a round?
If any. You're even thinking about the economical situation currently, or possibly just to put those thoughts out of your mind, be like Dan the Penguin, stay in the present. Boom, needing these 5 rounds to push things to overtime on their own map pick. The desk talked about this. If there was any map that they were going to steal away today, it had to be Bind, because Lotus is PaperX's strongest right now.
Not unless we see just a different Boom rock up to the party on that one. Let's see what this round is going to be equipped with. A lot of lesser, lighter shields. Stinger in there for NC Slasher. Currently leading in the kill department. Equal so with Jing and the server. Some aggressions over towards this A side of short for the Boom lads.
Oh, it's just a fine watch.
Wah, nggak dapat lagi yang kedua.
DOS9 on the trade.
And the Stampede's starting to come up towards this B side as well. You've got to play close. You've got to maximize that Stinger usage.
Not too bad on the C's, but then the TP.
As I'm talking about, Berserks was that first bullet accuracy. If nothing else you take away from this one, it's been really good for him. But now you've got a player advantage for Boom, and they're taking the space elsewhere. They have locked PaperX to this A site.
With Famous pushing down into market, still needing to play it disciplined. PaperX are not out of this round just yet.
Oh, yeah, it really is the timing right now, isn't it? Because they could have gone through cave, they could have gone back through the spawn area. Smokes will start to fade. Jing even wins this duel right now, Quack. It'll be a showstopper available. Oh, the timing!
Yeah,
Famous, he gets a drop on him. And now it's on to DOS9. marking the angle as tightly as possible before the sky smokes dissipate away. Jing slips through the net. DOS9 goes wide. Oh, but Jing gets the duel. Berserk's coming right back into the action, but now it's Patman onto land.
Oh.
He gets the double. Low HP, and that will be that. Boom. They
And
managed to
then,
extend their life for a bit.
Yeah, just caught trying to translate over towards the TP, you'd assume there. Berserk's getting him, holding it down, but just one player surviving for Boom. Convert after their own timeout in a very narrow affair. Timing as well for Famous on that lurk. It does come out in the end, but these are the sort of positions that I'm talking about, right? All it's going to need is a slight adjustment from Paper X, and they can come away with a round. They'll build up on their ultis. I mean, it's even rearing its head here, Quack.
3 online. Oh my god, but it's the C's play.
Oh, what a 0 point!
Oh my god! And then the swing out.
That is so unfortunate. Shiro throws that one from back behind the B choke of Spawn CT. Where Berserk is right now is where I'm getting at. Throws that one. It's a bit of a longer trajectory if that's the one that I'm thinking about. But the fact that it removed the showstopper could have been very dirty if that showstopper went out. But the fact that Paper X still get 2 kills there on a Famous and NC Slasher is ridiculous. Berserk's answers with 1, and the rotation back to this A site right now is the right call.
Oh,
We'll see if the numbers game really does work out. Nightfall ripped away into the side, pushes Boom back, but DOS9 has the angle. Tries to get the spam in now.
He's got
find it.
He's got 2 smokes as well, so they can methodically go for a retake here, Boom.
Right, reset back into a 3v3. No real ult available now, but what an angle! Something!
Now no smokes. Ouch.
Dirty. It's up to Shiro and Berserk's. Talked about Berserk's first round accuracy. The pop flash over. He does get tagged.
Yeah, that flash actually got Berserk's there as well. Unfortunate.
It's Forsaken with an incendiary still online.
Now
coming through with it. Oh, it's pushing up, and Paper Rex just denies completely.
Satu.
It was a good streak.
Anjing,
Almost came back into it with that one round, but it ends now. 13-8 with a final scoreline. Paper Rex still unstoppable.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've seen Paper Rex over on this map here of Blind, something that they don't generally look to play towards, but in stage 2 right now with a new look to the team with Patman. And this train as well, if we want to even still let that steam along, it is looking good. Another 13-8 loss for Boom Esports on the map of Bind that we usually associate with them being such a strong point. But it just feels like, once again, if Famous isn't here, Boom aren't here as well.
I mean, it bears saying, definitely see it happening in this first half. Just not allowed to even come online. It was that tough. And even down to the second ones, all of these rounds coming close to the wire, but Paper Rex with the team play still coming out huge.
Oh man, so many of those rounds coming down to just a one-player surviving situation. It's so turbulent with the way that they were playing, but Paper Rex, they gave themselves just such a great lead at the half with that 9-3 that I don't think they were really phased too much, maybe until the timeout that they took after round 16. And then they just formulated what they needed to do to essentially put a close to the map. So I do get extremely worried for Boom Esports right now in this stage, because their slot in VCT Pacific is on the line. And now they're 1 map down in this series against the Masters Toronto champions in Paper X. Lotus is where we go next, and boy, oh boy, Paper X know how to play that map.
Oh, they do. Well, whether or not that's going to be a tumultuous performance for Boom, we're going to toss it over onto our desk to have a little chit-chat.
We don't chit-chat at the desk. We do hard analysis. This is serious analysis, okay? No chit-chatting, no yapping here. We got a serious bind to talk about. Now, Boom. Their bind, they had some reminiscent ideas from Ascension that succeeded, and it did keep it competitive at certain points during this first match.
Honestly, I can't even be mad at Boom. No? Mad at Boom. I think if they play this map like they just played against almost any other team in Pacific, they probably win it. You see, dominant in first bloods, 12-9. Even when the round breaks down, they're in lots of great situations, but the individuals for Paper Rex are just too good.
I've done this so many times, like reviewing a VOD as a coach, and be like, the macro was good, guys. Oh, we had a man advantage here. This round was looking good, and then we threw, or the other team popped off. I mean, it is a little egregious though to lose 2 thrifties to Paper X. Worth mentioning. Also, you know, they definitely had opportunities to win certain rounds that would have made a big difference for Boom. So I agree. I honestly thought they played a pretty decent game overall, but Paper X is just Paper X, and it's why I predict for them even against T1, for example. I'm thinking like, it doesn't matter. Everything can be against Paper X, but they will just shoot their way out of bad situations. They have these players that just come alive and can win you rounds in the blink of an eye, win you in the mid-round with just raw mechanics, with fantastic game sense. And there were moments of that, but that kind of undersells just how good Paper X is. There was, of course, as usual, great macro for them as well.
Yeah, Forsaken would just jump up on a box and just start terminating everyone, like left, right, and center. And,
that clutch.
And worth noting, this is the first time he's officially playing Brim here on the VCT Pacific stage, adding another agent officially to his arsenal. Now, let's talk about Boom. KO with Shiro, he had, you know, they want the bonus.
This is the bonus. You can see Shiro is ready to flash 2 players out of hookah on the bonus round. These are the kind of plays that you need to make to be able to win these situations. Flash catches Patman full blind, sees follow-up, NC Slasher hits a banger that gets the hell out of there. That's just how sharp Boom are. And Boom, in their Ascension run, this B hold with the Viper wall was so good for them. And you can see here, it's the exact same thing. They are so good at holding down the site. It was NC Slasher and Zespy on the Viper back then, and NC Slasher once again on an agent that is very comfortable on defending that B site with.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the comeback really started to mount. This is where I was getting a little bit excited for Boom. Even in that first half, they should have been able to convert that bonus round, but Forsaken clutches up, killing DOS9 through the tube there. It feels like even when they do things right, that's what I mean. Paper X are always able to snatch it back. So strong starts of the half from Boom, but then of course, in the gun rounds, when things started to get a little bit more serious, that's when Paper X were alive.
Yeah, when Forsaken clutched that round, there was a little smirk, like a very distinctive smirk on the screen. He's like, oh my god, that was a little lucky, but I'm gonna play it off like I knew what I was doing. But also on Bind, we had a Yoru. So how you guys feeling about the Yoru?
Yeah, I love Yoru on Bind. I mean, yeah, you can see Forsaken's first game on Brim. Look at that flash through the TP there. If you're starting over towards the B side of the map for something, he's going to play Judge in hookah, but he can have so much global presence. You see the double swing off the back of that. Doesn't work out for Paper X, but Yoru is such a cheeky agent on this map. You can do so many different plays. Here's another perfect example of this. The double up into the TP, where you send your Yoru +1 into the TP at the exact same time. And the thing is, a lot of the time when you hear that TP on the attacker side, you know that Yoru's being played on defense. You think, oh, that's just the Yoru, he's going to TP out. They even send the clone. But Forsaken sits in the TP the whole time. And that is the reason why he gets away with this play later in the round. You're going to see Boom cancel this A site post plant and try to pivot through the TP. And Forsaken is there with his feet kicked up since the start of the round. And Boom are not ready for that because they assume it's just something in the TP that's TP'd out ages ago.
I mean, there's no better map for misdirection than Bind, and Yoru fits it so perfectly with how he's able to use his clone around the TPs, his flashes around the TPs, like you just said.
I mean, they even see something there outside of U-Haul. They think that guy's long gone out of the TP, and then they just lose the round due to that.
I mean, it's such a nice setup. It's such a smart way to play. You can tell they practiced this, and something is so good on the Yoru.
I really like how he's gone to the Yoru, right? I think there was a point where, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, he's just a jet player, but I think he's really found himself and redefining almost how Yoru is being played on some maps. Jing, of course, is our MVP, and of course he is on the Raze, on Bind. This is such a classic graphic we're going to be seeing.
Against Boom as well. He always seems to put up the numbers there.
He was the top-rated player in both of the series. The Paper X loss in groups of Stage 1 and the win in playoffs. He topped the board for Paper X in both of those games.
And he's going to be playing Raze again, most likely, on Lotus. That's, you know, the agent that he plays with a lot of success here.
Yeah, look, Boom, this is not a bad map for them historically. It's a map that they know how to play. You can see they've banned it out quite a lot lately, though. You could see the last time they did play Teo better, so we're kicking it back a little while. Paper X, I mean, what can you say? For me, they're the best team in the world on this map. They've defined this double duelist style with the Yoru Rays. The Device Vice is insane on this map. They're going to be impossible to beat. If your back's against the wall, against arguably the best team in the world, on their best map, like, with your chances of potentially staying in Pacific on, I mean, that's rough.
I mean, so it's... Go ahead.
Look,
I mean, it's just
there's a chance. There's a chance, guys. I'm going to cook a little bit. They're so good on Lotus. They are, you know, really close to qualifying to playoffs. But Forsaken has 3 agents left he needs to play. It's a Viper, it's a Gecko. What's the last one? Clove, maybe? He's just going to play one of the other ones. Just to be like, look, guys, I need to collect them all.
They'd still win.
Probably. The way they're going, they probably would. I mean, this Paper X team, when we look at the individuals, I think there is truly no one better. That bind game really exemplified it. Now we're moving into their home ground of Lotus, where not only are their individuals crazy, their macro is crazy good. They just love this double duelist. I mean, it doesn't get any worse.
I mean, it said 7-game win streak in like Pacific, I believe it is. Outside of Pacific, it's even more than that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I think it's like 16 wins, 1 loss or something. Guys, 16 wins on Lotus, 1 loss? What is that?
Well, I mean, there's so much tape for Boom to VOD review. I know you guys love VOD reviewing, right? That's your favorite part of the coaching thing. There's just so much.
So much VOD review, much tape. Oh my god, we got a 5v4, guys. Oh, Jig killed 3 people. Unlucky.
The problem with the kind of VOD review idea is that you can find theoretical answers, but against PRX, it doesn't matter if you find those answers because the individuals are just so good.
Alrighty, well, Paper X just going to be doing what they normally do. They will start out here on the attacking side. They will have chosen attack. Very comfortable ground for them. They should be feeling very confident they're going to close this out 2-0.
Boom, going back to a very, very standard composition here with the Fade, Viper, and that Killjoy. The roles are really what we would expect. I think once again, we need to see Famous on this Raze. He has to go head-to-head with Jing, and we know how great Jing is on this Raze, but now is the time for a step up from Boom, or it might just all be over.
Yeah, they're going to have to dig deep within and give it everything they got to bring this to a 3-map series. With that, we're going to send it back to our commentators, our casters, Komodo and Quack.
Thank you very much, Desk. I mean, this is where you guys, I guess, kind of dig deep, find your animal spirit, bring out that wolf in you, or roll over, because Paper X's Lotus are still just that indomitable. We'll move forward into this. Paper X on the attack, Boom on the defense. Any thoughts on the compositions?
Yeah, I mean, when you look towards Boom and you look like it's been a bit since we've played this, we haven't played it so far coming in towards this stage, right? Bind, Icebox, Ascent, Corrode so far for them. We'll add Lotus into the mix, but it's a new composition that they're deploying. Got to see difference in delivering in a pistol here, Quack.
Oh, and straight into it, right outside of pillars. You got pink shells chucked over as well, so information now as Paper X is back off.
Player advantage for Boom. Highlighted early how many of these situations they have lost.
Certainly not this time. Oh,
Lanjut lagi. Sorry ya guys.
Surely not this time, but that there in itself might have
Baru
just done the
sholat,
job.
baru sholat,
It's
guys.
not Jing, he's gone. That Pilsky was highlighted and getting 3, but maybe it is something.
And up to the link, into the B site. Got the Prowlers and everything to mark out the back lanes as well. Oh my god!
Anjing.
Just gets the
Baru datang
Sheriff
Forsaken menyala
Last
gitu tiba-tiba,
player,
Jo.
and all of a sudden, Shiro just wonders where his teammates just went.
Just feels like normal Paper X things at the moment, doesn't it? When they're from a deficit, they are just going to have an answer back as an individual. They are on the money today. And I don't think there's a way in which Shiro...
Let's go, ngasih Paper X. Anjing, no Paper X. Diam! Lah! Lah.
Hold.
Lah!
Hold.
Oh, nice ya.
Forsaken for the 3, Shiro will get the same.
Santai aja sih, itu di hold juga mati tuh harusnya.
Fashion them the
Malah jadi ngasih op ke Shiro-nya anjing. Dapat 4 op tuh di si Shiro
And the
udah.
next round comes up. It's going to be Paper X with the buys, of course. Boom, though. I mean, the slight attempts at trying to hold it out with peaks from B. Paper X just snuffing it out. Same as always.
Oh,
Ever since
shit,
brought
bro.
out this composition,
Wow.
righting the wrongs. You got Pat
Oh,
still doing
fuck.
all the info
Jago
gathering
banget
that's needed.
anjing.
Yeah, I mean, you look towards something for the Boom Esports guys, right? It's been a while since they've played this map with this composition, but it's not like they haven't played it at all. So while we've just got the pistols here, we'll see what damage the Boom can do.
Okay.
Aduh.
That's a pretty good
Wah,
one.
ngapain sih ya,
Swat
Jing?
Jing trying to float up on top. Maybe continue to fan out, but Paper X, They're just marking these
Ya Allah,
angles.
kalah sama
Slight
kasih
kill from
nice.
Top9 tries to go for another. But it's
Ambil-ambilin
only
terus senjatanya nggak sih, anjing?
really a dig. Forsaken still healthy, which gives paperworks confidence to really bulldoze into the site. NC/are not able to hold.
They'll pick up one of those extra guns off the floor as well, so they carry 2 bulldogs and a sheriff to go along. But right, Boom's ascension run. We keep making references back towards this because this is where this team has come from, right? Their stakes of VCT Pacific is on the line, but that is really where they kind of made their mark, right? From there, we started to see them come in towards Pacific. Lower bracket run, stage 1 from them. We saw the beautiful.
Wah, dapai si beautiful cok serifnya. Dapai beautiful cok serifnya anjing. Gila cok dapai anjing.
When you think of Zesview, but they had some scrappy results on this map towards the tail end of when they were playing.
Ya, mati tuh. Ya, goblok. Untung gak mati ya. Nice banget dapai. Very strong loh dapai, Bro.
He always is looking towards these extremities to punish somebody who's jump peeking. Hook, line, and sinker comment right there is that's exactly what Berserks is doing. They've also done some damage on a DOS9 already here. I feel like it's going to be one of these dice roll moments at the moment for Boom Esports. Grouped together as a pack towards A in this player disadvantage and look to break open that door and go for a retake. But I'm just hoping for them that they don't one-dimensionally do it. You can't see an angle from them to all go in this breakable room for a retake. They're going to have to run a marathon to get a flank happening.
Spike planted.
Couple from pillars, famous. Thinking to route back towards upper.
Or they save and go again. The B side is hard to retake.
True.
Devi is watching pillars. He's committed too.
Time's taken away, and you have a trade to kick things off.
Semua itu semua flank.
Still, though, eyes on to famous right
Oh, ambil senjata.
Unfortunately, not able to come online again. PaperX just doing such a good job at disabling him. The final 2 players, the known quantities coming up from Pillar, and PaperX just back off from it.
It's the save from Boom, it's the expectation, and this is why I'm highlighting as well. It might have been better for them to just hold the 4 weapons into the next round and just call it, all right, this plan didn't work, let's try again in the next round. Now they're going to be bleeding a little bit more further.
Oh,
and
nice one.
Slasher dies too, which means it is just the 1 gun that DOS9
Jangan dapat Vanda sih.
translated in towards the
Something.
next round.
So, oke lah.
So the
Bagus banget, udah bagus banget itu.
is a worse state of that outcome now.
Mantap. Mantap banget. Mantap banget. Mantap banget tuh.
Snowballing through again and again. Bad with the maniacal laughter.
PaperX a big chillin' right now. That is absolutely
Ngapain, Patman?
big chillin'. They've got no pressure on them in championship points. It feels like they've already, dispatched of a heavy hitter in their group 2. They are full stream ahead towards the playoffs in this stage.
Oh shit.
And that 1 gun, Quack, that Boom saved over from the last round. Yeah, that's your first gun gone.
That's Joker showing you a magic trick. Now straight into the side, Jing. Oh,
Kau berantem sendiri tuh si Jing.
Last pack way up front, but what a flick from Famous.
Shit, Famous.
Not able to find it just yet. He's still defending across, pushing out alongside a teammate.
Oh shit, sakit banget ini.
Yeah, everybody coming in from the spawn side of things, and Shiro noted at Waterfall.
Yeah, that's the shoulder.
Low.
Very probable wall kill,
Nice
not
banget.
even. And now with
Aduh,
a
ngapain sih? Something. Ngecok anjing something.
Berserk's desperately trying to get 1 if any, but it's not happening. 4-0 for PaperX.
Are we gonna get another timeout?
Timeout dong, Boom. Masa lu nggak timeout, Boom?
Deployed it after round 4 last map because things weren't going their way.
Panik gak sih? Panik.
Translated into some success. We gotta see something of value come through for Boom Esports here. Maybe it's too early because they didn't really get a good crack at that that first buy round of theirs, right? So maybe coaches are just happy enough to
Anjing, Forsaken belum mati loh
let
Forsaken.
them do what they want in this round.
Kan gila
Start to
Forsaken
build
Cok.
up a couple of these ults, but this
Si
is
Jing
really
malah
a
yang nggak
tipping point
ngapa-ngapain
for
Jing.
Boom Esports. You drop this one, and you're really starting to question what the defenses will look like.
Really do. There's not even really any time to think with this PaperX pace. Nightfall straight
Oh,
to the door, and with the judge, Famous once again shut down in his tracks.
You can get the plant now as well and set yourselves up for a pretty good post plant.
Oh, still though the peak from DOS9. Jing trades.
Forsaken's gonna be hurt here. He's dead to rights.
Aduh,
This is
ngapain
where
sih
things get
Forsaken?
interesting.
Okay, you got the Odin. Time to let it rip. PaperX though trying to hold it safe from the back pillar.
Something still has
Belakang lu Jing, liatin Jing.
Jing hiding low as well to throw off the crosshair plate that pops up.
Waduh.
There goes a flash.
Lari anjing.
Oh, great time to toss it into blue as well. NC Slasher just trying to hunker down.
Mati nih.
Oh,
Tum.
and it's a slow creep up.
Satu lagi.
Allows for Jing to
Ace.
get the quad.
Ace.
For the ace. Something.
Ya Allah,
He's still
parah.
away.
Something parah something anjing. Itu es tuh something.
From his 10th ace in Pacific as well. Come on, Ilya.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of moments in this one that Boom had, you know, opportunities. Had Jing be felled there by Berserks, you know, low HP and such. Had the first kill not gone their way as well when he's satcheled in towards the breakable room, and the judge finds Famous.
Marah,
Here's the
Jojing
question that
marah.
I just prompted before to you, Quack.
Marah,
That
Jojing
round
marah.
doesn't go,
Jojing.
essentially, Boom's way. Timeout. But what else do you have on the defensive side at the moment?
Si kontolnya
You've not
tidur
stopped
Jok, temen gua
any
nih.
aggression from
Anjing
Paper
memang.
Rex. You've not even really found the one slow round that they've had so far.
It's really
Udah bantai aja, bantai.
trying to formulate anything.
Game gampang ini, game gampang anjing.
To be honest, right? This is how PaperX operates. Every single round is at such a high pace that you don't even really have time to put on a stronghold.
Yeah.
Perhaps if you are then able to maybe eliminate Divide, just start with baby steps. Find that confidence again. Huff the hopium. I'm huffing this hopium hard.
Even if you are starting with an advantage, though, as Boom Esports, how many of them have just been ripped away?
That's been the story.
That's literally been one of the most problematic factors for Boom as well. Their 4 versus 5 conversion rate, atrocious. This round is going to be very ill-equipped, though. Just Shiro to see what he can do with a Vandal. Not even shields behind it, so it's very glass cannon-y. Something has the heads-up buy to be able to polish off these members very rapidly, too, with the Outlaw. Do like this patience from PaperX as well. Come on the back of that timeout, expect a little bit of a different idea from Boom, but you see nothing towards the A site for any rubble contest. Which when you think about Lotus, you think about PaperX as well. A rubble contest can shake things up with how they navigate that side of the map and push them elsewhere.
Oh my.
So I'm a little bit surprised that Boom isn't opting to do a couple of those yet.
Yeah, they went for Mount instead. This is now a PaperX that is very fearless. Oh, here comes the showstopper. Straight into the back lines. And
nice
Slasher
round.
down in the dirt.
I wonder if they get a false sense of security though, because they did see that Vandal in
Akhirnya Forsaken mati, Cok.
Bait out Device. Steel Garden would be good, but I don't think they really need to
Lah,
right now.
mati.
Not yet. Maybe get another kill.
They're staved off at the moment, and I think Devi confirmed at least 2 players coming in from there.
And he's looking for some of these taps as well. And Man just comes in huge with it. Final one off towards the back of drop, and it's Famous. Going in for the spray. Showstopper available.
I think these paint shells back online. I think those are more of a problematic spot here.
It's pretty low as well, though, so trying to think around some of these positions. There goes the paint shells, but as he swings,
nice.
it's the glass cannon Outlaw. Unfortunate. 6-0 now.
Yeah, that one just rips him out, doesn't it? Some good damage from Boom, I will admit, but just the one rifle going into there wasn't able to provide enough value. You draw out the showstopper, but your defense is around the A site lacking.
Nih, Pergot sih ini. Batman. Oh, gila. Batman.
But that round feels like still a bit of a throwaway. 6 in a row, it's the economy.
Gila, Batman gila, Cok. Marah dia, Cok.
Some ults of their own, and I tend my eyes towards the radar here to see another situation where there's not much of a contest at A Rubble whatsoever. In fact, there's not much of a contest anywhere from Boom Esports at the moment. They're just holding real back into a probable post-plant scenario.
4 ultimates online. Well, something snuck in with the dimensional drift. Nightfall. Quick on it though, Famous. Needing to really pop off and secure any possible eliminations. The door shut in his face. He will just fire it off. Something though. Prevents NC Slasher.
How's he gotten away with that one? 17 HP. You've drawn out the showstopper from Famous, the Nightfall from NC Slasher. And as you pivot towards this C side of things, you're funneled in towards Berserk's utility, but it's not like Shiro was able to get here early enough to be able to drop a Viper's Pit. The Steel Garden will push them back and it'll just give free reign to Paper X. Remember, there is a mighty lurk to come through from something, so it's essentially a 4 versus 4 here.
At least the
Wah.
were shot away. Oh,
Kena anjing.
what an angle. Possible now, maybe. TP's into safety and rendezvous with the rest of the team. A progression Viper's pit.
Yeah, there it is. See if it's going to actually work out for Boom.
Oh, you gotta keep your eyes on a mini map though. Something coming up from behind. Through the waterfall now. Another player from Boom trying to work around this pit. Jing having some other ideas. Hops on over the shorty. But here comes the kills. Berserk's getting good on one. And now trying to stick onto the spike. DOS9 going all the way through something. He's way too low and calls it.
Satu,
It's
kasih
done.
satu.
Boom will pick up
Kasih
this
satu, it's
round.
okay.
Yeah, that horn that comes out there, unfortunately not too far out towards Benj to be able to catch that player. The cost of 3 ultimates, Boom do get the round that they so desperately were hunting for. A little bit questionable from Devi on that jump there, but it's allowing the first little early proceedings from Boom to start to get in towards that retake. As I said, just extremely needed, but is it just going to be in isolation? Because they don't have access to those ultimates that feel like it was just such the pivotal factor that they needed. Now we finally get some rubble contest from them, and they work it successfully.
Very nice. Takes that kill on to Forsaken. One of those smokes robbed away.
Whoa,
but as soon as it happens, Paper X just don't let
dapat
up into Pillar
zero-nya,
onto
anjing.
another kill.
That's an overextension from Berserk, from Shiro there, sorry.
DOS9 tucked in. The paint shells though. Tries to play it safe. Good on the snap around, but Jing finds the trade.
Yeah, keeping us in an equal state here.
Saya nggak ada bubakan nih, susah juga nggak ada bubakan.
Down to the mid rounding right now, and pressure, feeling that they want to call around, and for Boom as well.
What the fuck, cok? Patman dapat timing anjing.
Toward the A side at the moment, feeling like there's some progression real up close, but it's not going to be there.
Patman dapat timing anjing. Ya majuin nggak sih Patman? Itu kan udah kedengan tuh stepnya semua jalan ke sana tadi.
PaperX might want to take a bit more of a forward angle after the plant.
They're gonna have to consider it. Nonetheless, mid-round calls working out a treat for the spike plant, but here it comes. Boom, famous, quick on the draw, and then it's Berserks. Still possible on the lockdown, but it's just one guy left, so you even think about it. He just plays safe, and as soon as Devi swings, it's the 3rd kill under the belt of Famous.
Yeah, the feeling that Devi
Kenanya
will be
pala
as well,
anjing.
right? That's why I talked about maybe going for a little bit of that further space. Felt like Patman wasn't really
Miskin
ready
si
for them to
Forsaken,
come
cok.
out all together as a unit. And the lineup didn't work
Tapi
out
santai bisa
for
beli
Jing,
tuh.
unfortunately too. So well done for Boom. Some gold claps to be
Miskin,
found there as it's
cok.
another pass mark around from them. I think more importantly for me is that they did go for
Harusnya
the
santai
rubble
aja, tadi
control,
santai harusnya.
and they were able to kind of find it as well in the mix. So very well done. I do love the little double up. Simmer down a little bit together in that 2 versus 1, trying to maximize together. Another buy that they need to test though here. As Famous is able to bring out the operator, it's going to be poised over towards the C side of things.
Aduh,
DOS9 looking to play
anjing.
spoiler now.
Yeah, he gets the opener, down to 10 HP. Now he'll just position in towards the smoking side of the situation as the Omen.
Paper X still trying to break through. All of them inside of tree currently. Hit by the flash for sure. Where you have NC Slash on.
Wow,
Oh, man,
wow.
flashes! They managed to break through. Famous with the operator. At least good for 1. But look at the positions now. Shiro coming up from the back line. Nightfall sent all the way through the back. And then it's on to Berserks. Still possible on the lockdown.
Yeah, there's a minute to go as well, and Forsaken is here super early. Berserk just discourages the Horde. That's a roughie.
Planted it in the spike. Now on to Shiro. Looks for the jump spot. With weapon fired away, his position now located. He needs to just land for a quick kill. Not quite able to get it. Patman stutter stepped over. And it's just not letting him get any movement possible past this one wall. Oh, and then the white swing from Forsaken. What is this? Paper X undeniably still once again.
10-2 aja Paper X, biar nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain tuh dari second half ya.
To go up towards the heavens as well and catch them none the wiser. I'm gonna say it again here, folks. Another 4 versus 5 rounds that is slipped by Boom Esports, but here it is from Forsaken. The positioning there, the haunt that comes out, turning Berserks away. He's just dislodged on that one. And then in the 2 versus 1, it feels like a bit of bullying to come through from PaperX. All those wallbang shots just chipping away. Death by 1,000 cuts, unfortunately, for Boom. 5 rounds the separator, and PaperX towards a mound play where DOS9 might want to get out of here.
Oh my god, hiding inside of the smoke. Read by PaperX, and now the party brought over. Well, Berserks doesn't want any of this. Slight flanks coming through. Ooh, managed to look at the back.
Yeah, a bit of an O-step from Divide, just caught off again with a sheer number of approach, but Forsaken doesn't miss those. Extra information now in a retake that you kind of got to go for as Boom.
Get 1 kill is famous. Maybe you bring another party to the equation. But still, though, PaperX looking to play forward positions as well. Berserks doesn't have the best gun.
Hajar.
He's going to have to wait for his team to make some noise towards the front entrance first. Boombot from Jing, though, and then the wide swing from Berserks. Not too bad. That's a weapon picked up. Continuing to march up front. Another kill. Shut down by Patman. Into the smokes they go. And then it's Boom getting shut down by PaperX until it's 1v1. Time ticking away, and it's just Patman comfortably going for the swing. He knows they have the round.
Oh, but it's a bit of a damaging one, isn't it? That might have some little eventuating damage come on through in the next 2
kalah
rounds
coy,
of the
anjing
half.
sama si Berserknya coy, jadi 2
We're
orang
staring
nih.
down the barrel of what could be, 10-2 at worst, 8-4 at best if we get a bit of a switch up come through from Boom here. I was thinking to myself, DOS9 hanging around, he doesn't have any assistive factor to get out from that dark cover either, right? Boom are not playing a Vice that they can get that flash to come on out. In fact, they're not really playing any accessible flash components bar the paranoia from DOS9, and is he really going to be using that in that dark cover in that situation? Not really. So just not really playing to the numbers a little bit here with this composition as Boom. They do switch up the utility, though, to this A side of things with the Killjoy set, and Famous with a showstopper off the rip out towards C. And he still gets the buy with the showstopper. Okay.
6 the landing, and now you got to focus your attention onto the site. Oh, Berserks and Shiro, great on the kills. Denies entry.
Ya Allah, TP
Another
apa
one
itu?
down, and it's just Jing left. Might have snuck on over the back, but a 1v5. Can it really be? Might be his 10th ace if he actually pulls it off. Gets the first one, but then the swarm. A full Russian stampede from the Wolf Squad.
Yeah, Famous with the showstopper for the opener and the closer at the end there, running around.
Dan liga lagi nggak sih?
Not like a headless chicken, so that's a good thing for Boom in this round. Got one on the board here for the run to try and make it to the 8-4. I feel like it's absolutely, undeniably needed as opposed to a 9-3.
Gak itu TP apa sih anjing, goblok banget sih something nih. Lihat map nggak sih? Anjing.
Just full focus here for Boom now into the last round of this half.
Miskin lagi tuh metodenya.
For Shiro, but on the flip side, it's already a go call for PaperX into this B site. Get all the information off something's dimensional drift.
Pesky, a way that he works with it. The Bucky shot around the back. NC Slasher completely confounded.
Yeah, he just dunked on him, hasn't he?
And then the judge from Jing. Certainly you don't expect another shotgun. Oh, the shorty. What is this round? Close range duels. Another judge in the hands of Forsaken. Plays from right under Famous. He's going to have to tread carefully. Boom, trying to soften up the side as much as possible. The Razor Vine's coming back. Oh, Judge going off. And then Divide to watch around the back lines. It's Shiro now. All onto him around this one breakable door. Needs the kills, gets the first. And then down to Forsaken. Oh, he swaps to another weapon. Has enough rounds.
Very good
with
Forsaken.
Confidence, takes the duel head on. 9-3 at the end of the first half for the Dinosaurs.
Yeah, comfort in the
Nice
back.
banget, Bukan. GG.
End of that engagement.
Kasih gedong itu teman-teman kau Bukan. Ini bingung nih Fednya, sumpah real.
But just couldn't get access to that pit to be able to be a bit of a safety net either in just the back and forth battle around that B site. Very rapid is Forsaken. Quick adjustments as well for the 9-3 that you mentioned as the half here. It's going to need to be an almighty blessing towards Boom with the timeout in this halftime that they do get. Still mapless in this stage currently.
Oh man. Monyet in the crowd, his old, maybe RuonanGG teammates.
Dude, we're getting a lot of air quote art today.
Okay, yeah. I think I would frame that one up for sure. But you know what I don't want to frame up truly is this performance from Boom. You just want to see more. You're desperate for it.
I want to see Corrode from PaperX. That's what I want today. I want a good series here, a good showing from Boom Esports. And honestly, I want to see Corrode from PaperX.
Everyone's wondering about it. Certainly not just us, but it all hinges on this attacking side from Boom now at a 3-9 deficit.
And going to an attacking side of PaperX on notice as well that have just a great, you know, more of a 50%, 50-something-ish% on the attack side in its entirety. Rather, they go to the defensive side now, which is a lot of 6-6s at the halves and a lot of 5-7s in the mix as well. So it's not too bad. 9-3 off the back of their attacking side. I think it's the best that we've seen from them in a very long time on this map.
Well, currently now, it's just Boom.
That's the flash, by the way, that I was talking about a little bit earlier on that DOS9 would have loved to have from his team to be able to go for those C-Mound plays. But currently now, Boom are into this C-site.
Straightforward. Oh, and then the trade game.
Panik tuh.
Off to the back lines.
They can get a plan. They can situate
Kalah
themselves
lagi
very nicely here.
pistolnya.
Forward haul push as well. This needs to be the pistol round for Boom.
They got Berserks the back line support with the Sheriff. One-way smoke in the front. Forces the flash away from PaperX, which makes things a little bit better on the post-plant situation. Waterfall contended with as well.
Good timing on this smoke, by the way.
Low HP now. PaperX not looking to really push past the smokes. And look at where the spike is planted as well. Oh, great shot from NC Slasher as he turns around the right time, right place. Boom! They've picked up both pistols on this map.
They can get the second pistol at least here.
Second.
Much needed though, as I'm talking about. They found both pistols in the first map, so currently it's 3-1 in that regard. Hopefully they're able to start to accumulate a couple more rounds in a row with this just all-together pack mentality through the C-Mound side of things into the site, holding nothing back. Do commend them for going for that further space as well. It brings out a lot of that extra utility from PaperX, which makes that post-plant retake a bit more difficult. This round's not going to have too much legs on it, you would assume, from PaperX. But immediately, they go for the rubble control. Something that I was kind of wishing we see a little bit more from Boom. A couple of wrong reads.
Playing it safe this time, spotting out that smoke. Boom over to C.
Yeah, another empty site for PaperX. It's A-okay, but Boom none the wiser. They're gonna waltz in silently here.
Or you don't, just make a bang. Flashes on over for safety. Divine not allowed to set foot.
Yeah, should just be a good plan here from Boom, and then look to retain as many guns as possible.
PaperX smoking off. The waterfall choke though. Allow for progression in. Boom, spamming the mags. PaperX trying to close in the distance. Famous opening up with the shot. Shiro holding the angle from stairs, and the kills will just light up the kill feed.
It's okay.
Flawless from him. Necessary in my mind. DOS9 just down onto the Sheriff means he can get an upgrade coming in towards this one as well if they want, and they can start to fashion a pretty comparable bonus round if they want. Lots of rifles across the board. You can certainly give this one a worthy effort. Because it's one of these situations as well, Quack, that they need to, right? They have to echo what they did on the last map. They have to be able to take this bonus round. Just the exact same that PaperX did in the first half here. Just really start on this attacking side. It is just forsaken by his lonesome self over at the A site currently, as we've got a bit of a split effort play for space gathering. Jing. And a dispatch of the Rays of Famous, who started to figure things out as well. And this is just
nice one
wrong.
for a second.
This is awful for Boom.
Not what you want to have happening, no. Quick with PaperX's movements now. Over onto the A site, they know the hit's coming. The spike has been dropped.
Yeah, there's no way NC Slasher gets back into this one, unfortunately. 4 alive for PaperX in a very convincing bonus round. You got even a knife run out there. Try and get the spike over towards the site when you're chased by the Prowler. Bit of a woeful bonus round to come on through. I mean, something technically he was just seen at that door, right? Gate crashes over to the A site, which is why it was an unexpected position from Shiro. When you look back at it, you kind of understand the mindset of why that comes into play. You're thinking that the A side is empty. Nevertheless, though, PaperX now doubling the scoreline here. We've got the proper buy to come through from Boom. Getting ever so close to a nightfall. I think that they need to take the ultimates where they can.
A little bit of rebel control. Boom holding back.
But look at this mound space that PaperX are starting to gather. They destroy the turret. They keep the interest of Boom over to the site. And any scoreboard checkers would see that Jing has just collected that ulti orb. Get one away from the showstopper. Not really seen any A engagements either from Boom at the moment. So PaperX have just a lot of this domain position around the map. Now noting that things are getting a little bit more hot under or toward the C site.
Trying at least, but PaperX still playing it safe. Now closer up towards Rebel.
Boom are trying to rotate players from PRX over to this C site to keep them interested there, and it's kind of worked a little bit.
Until something maybe trying. Good on the flash, but not quite delaying outright.
He was committed. He had no gate crash, I believe, to get out of that one either. So it's a player advantage for Boom right now, but where do they want to go? 30 seconds to go. Got to make a decision. If you're going to B, you haven't baited out this sheer. And Devire's not dispatchable over at that C site. How many players are you going to try and get in through this wall first? It's Famous in by himself in the Thorns. You're going to have to TP over to get that spike plant.
At least trying to hold the off angle towards upper, but
Season 8 combo.
Yeah, that's what's coming soon enough. Waiting for the tap, and there it goes. Oh, it's a full explosion. NC Slasher shut down. Famous, though, not backing away from the fights. He crouches, and then Shiro to trade. Devi, the only one left. Second on the clock, the spike goes in. Devi trying to slice the pie on over, but DOS9 has it ready.
Oh, that gets so close, though. The Season 8 combo works a treat. You got the showstopper that does get brought out by Jing, but in the open, a little bit unfortunate there. He tucked himself into the corner. Might have been able to become
Ngapain Suntang udah tahu udah nggak ada TP, Cok. Masih aja anjing.
Just gets really close, though, down to the wire. You got to have somebody quickly get that spike plant down. A 2 versus 1, knowing where Devire's coming from at the end there as well. It works out for them. Boom, the 6th round accumulated. We've got a mountain of a fight to come over towards Rubble here. Season 8 combo yet again.
Managed to dodge it for now. DOS9 though.
Tempting fate.
If there's anyone who's feeling the pressure to really pick things up and seize the initiative, it would be DOS9 now around the skirts of this smoke. Something takes him down. NC Slasher for the trade.
Yeah, a bit ambitious from Jing there with that rotate door, but nevertheless, 4 versus 4 and DOS9 down for the count. No Omen smokes, Nightfall in towards the A side. Are they going to go into the site though, at least behind this breakable door? Look who's lurking.
Oh, and it's the Bucky.
Wah, dapat 2 anjing baginya, Cok.
But still, you got to work against 3 at this point. Sheer wall, not too much of a problem, but Berserks overthought it. Down to just NC Slasher.
He's just locked out. There is 0 bits of utility here for a 1 versus 3.
Slow creep forward, maybe the kill onto Devi at least, but oh, look at that contact play off of each other.
Yeah, good bait play to come out there. Good adjustments as well. Devi down to 11 HP. Could have been a risky business going for a committed fight there by himself.
Wah, lihat anjing
Good
Bukan.
adjustments on the team play. I was a little bit more narrow focused on that first duel as well, right? Because you had someone on PaperX shooting some shots over at the stairs, and something wasn't really expecting DOS9 to pop out there. So there could have still been a trade attempt, but the fact that he gets that one a little bit unscathed is better in PaperX's favor. Taking a knee at such a bad time right now for Boom as well. We need to see a thrifty from them to answer back in towards this map. Otherwise, you're giving PaperX round number 12. And that would be series point, 6 of them. Got to respect the one-way here. Something can gate crash out. Still over towards spawn. It's got a couple of timings still on it. He'll just refresh that one. Boom need an overextension from PaperX here.
Well, doesn't look like PaperX is about to give it to them either. Sheer wall in front of B. slight door tripped open to bait the reactions out from Paper Rex, but still nothing.
To get a little bit wild and wacky.
Okay. Well, Divine beginning to swing on over, but he's great on it. Picks up 2.
Do they expect still something to be over? The side has just been tagged down to 33.
Oh my word. Showstopper pulled off just to buy that space. Comes at a hefty price.
Big scare tactic.
Oh!
Berserks gets 2. That's a mockery in this round. This is an opportunity for Boom to be able to pick up this round. As I say that, they're still on top of it.
Managed to turn back around. Something now. A couple
Ah,
bullets
iya
and
dong
he might be
tiba-tiba
down.
anjing.
Has to play careful while the spike goes down. Boom.
33 HP, remember? He was tagged by those loose Guardian shots earlier toward the site.
As a singular flash comes down to Boom's positioning too. He hears the jump. Oh, no!
They did not expect him to come here.
Well, Famous, he's equipped with a stinger.
It's a good gun, given the circumstances.
Just run and gun it down. That's all you need. He crouches, and that does it. 3 kills under his belt again, and boom, they managed to extend their life.
The Thrifty, they 100% needed this one, even 110%, which is, you know, an invaluable number. But anyway, invalid number, rather. Bit of an overplay from Devi. It's still keeping numbers from them. It's really that shot from Berserks. That was the pivotal swing moment in the round. As soon as they were able to bring it down into the spot where it's knowing where something is coming from on 33 HP. Getting Thriftied to keep PaperX off of map point here. Break a bit of their economy as well. Might have just given yourself a big lifeline. Just don't fumble things here. That's a good open. No, I was going to say it should have been an opener. No! Famous has been done dirty. The model didn't even look like it flicked on up.
Could have even been a clone, but now it's Patman. Ooh, okay, getting tagged the hell up.
Oh, can he get out? That's the big thing right now.
Still watching the angle. There's the clone. Outlaw not quite connecting.
Yeah, you don't want to go against a judge that close with an Outlaw.
It's enough information for Boom to really rethink their decisions now.
Confirming the information with that ult as well. Good trades.
Still looking to really scale on up into this A site.
The biggest thing for me right now, though, is the dimensional drift is still online for something. There can just be a call at any given moment for PaperX to push for a retake. They do not have to commit into anywhere. The shear is still protecting. No, it's not. Devi is dead, nevertheless. Never mind. 30 seconds to go. Should be a retake angle, given the positions that Boom are starting to move towards.
I'm still worried though, Komodo. It's Forsaken with a Bucky. It feels as though there are many traps all over the map.
Yeah, I'm looking towards the dark cover here. Does he have a second one about to come online? Perhaps. They've kind of given him one, actually. Okay, this is cheeky.
Comes down to the timing of the peak.
Oh, he's missed it.
And that's going to be success for Boom. Time enough to get the spike down. Weapons for the retake, not quite there.
NC Slasher going for the plant instead of Berserks, but a focal point with the Outlaw. Early contact info from DOS9. Onto something.
Couple of weapons retrieved for Paper Rex. Here comes the Outlaw angle. Something though, not too bad on the Classic.
Oh, this is where it gets wonky though. Everybody's kind of low.
NC Slasher, all eyes on you, buddy. Something closes up. Doesn't quite land a shot. It's Patman with a wallbang, and then for NC Slasher to save it up.
But man, oh man, does it get close. Just one player surviving on Boom's side of things. If we're going to keep getting rounds from them like that, it's going to look a little bit awkward.
Coba kita sebagai Alec berpikir ya.
That is absolutely ridiculous to come on through. But more importantly, it is a round converted for Boom Esports. So they are still keeping PaperX off this all-important 12, giving them chances to still fight in the regulation phase of this map. We've still got timeouts available for these teams as well if push comes to shove. So let us see now what this new rifle round will look like for both of these teams. A bit of a rubble contest yet again for PaperX. Very commanding, in fact, 4 players here. With the gate crash available for something to get out of dodge. Shiro, though, now that his position confirmed, they didn't spot anything else. It's a misplay.
Anjing, berdua. Anjing, 4 mampus lu. Wah, absen.
Down to just Berserks. He's got 2 Outlaw kills, but the Prowler chasing on his tails now. Patman looking for the peak, only for Devi to come out from C. That's gonna be series point right there.
Udah N aja, udah closing.
Paranoia there, and from Forsaken after confirming the information by the team.
Lama bener closing perasaan.
Going in together, everybody hitting the shots where required, and not even overcommitting as Patman into that outlaw, waiting for Divider. Run on up from the seaside of things. It's that cheeky laugh. 4 rounds of
ultimate udah pakai aja semua anjing.
A closer on this series, and boy, oh boy, do they have the ultimates as well to be able to drop in play. Similarly for Boom Esports, who are going to this A side of things to start.
Some footstep drops something. Playing incredibly sneaky, still has the gate crash.
Yeah, a call for a bit of assistance from the team as Boom start to scale up little by little, isolate a couple of these angles if they possibly can as well.
Menang. Oh, dari meramal tadi menang.
Timing of the gate crashing. Get out of there.
Okay, looking to play around the door.
Yeah, if it's going to be a B angle right now, you want to scope out if it's going to be from a couple of different directions. As they have no idea how close Famous has already gotten to this B site.
Close and strong enough, 2 outs. Immediately deployed, spike plant coming in, but still a possible retake for Paper Rex. The flash comes through, hit down.
Dapatnya Vipernya lagi.
Something. No, the showstopper onto SC Slasher 2. Could this be it? It's just down to Berserks. Spike still down, and he goes in with the lockdown. Still trying to swing off, needs to get the kill. Good on the first, and low HP is Jing.
It has been half defused though right now, so Berserks needs to find this 1 versus 2. You mentioned Jing is low and something has fallen back. Something is actually detained.
Oh, that could be good. He doesn't see the shot. Oh no!
Hold up.
Turns back around, but it's Shorty. Oh, great shot from Berserks. Jing now way too low. Has to be a headshot.
He got himself!
Oh!
That is a Divider! It's not a self-flash on the base, it's a self-paid shells. What is this with Paper X?
Didn't mean for it to happen, but if you were Boom, you have to crack
Tengok, tolong.
As soon as I saw him, hold up, is he gonna die to his own paid shells? And it actually happens. I gotta say, Forsaken made that one entertaining as well. He shrouded stepped into the site when everybody was looking up towards the tower too. Yeah, all you can do is laugh about that one. That is absolutely comical.
Still got some cushion, but for Boom, this is needed.
If ever there was a Pacific moment. That's all I'm saying.
Clip it. Well, positioned outside Mount for now. Gotta respect the one way again.
Exchanging of a little bit of damage between the two.
Kena itu tadi. Zero kena kaki.
This round Boom yet again. Leave no stone unturned. Gonna try and maximize everything that you possibly can in a respectful buy to come out from Paper X as well. Still knowing that the job's not done.
Tight angle being held.
Slow and steady over towards this A side of things. From the shadows from DOS9. Throw a little bit of ideas into Paper X's heads on where they might think that that's going to be, but the fact that they're already, you know, towards their own spawn, they should confirm that it was a bit of a fake one.
Shiro though. Oh, but
Very
punched
good.
through.
Yeah, Shiro, remember, was the player that was already tagged down quite low earlier on in the mix, so the fact that that gets finished off quite easily makes things better for Paper X, sure, in this lesser buy, but it also gives a gun over to them.
Nonetheless, the spike plant.
No pit to protect it as well, remember? Shiro used that last round and it got destroyed pretty quickly.
Sort of think to the positions
Ulti
that
nggak sih
Rex
dapat?
are coming from. DOS9 has to turn back around. The Nightfall, though, might even flush them away. DOS9 backed into sight. Paper X beginning their assault. The flash, it does connect. Forsaken looking for a couple of wall banks, and Patman pushing up from the back of spawn as well. DOS9 puts up the hold. Still continuing to fan out with the pistols, but Boom has their number, and they will die.
Maybe a little bit more of a costly engagement there from Paper X as well. Nightfall and Steel Garden thrown in towards the mix. They were hoping that the Nightfall catches the players on the site, and they can go in for this rotation flank. Back through Mound, the alarm bot revealing a bit of that position there as well, and the weaponry not really removed from, well, importantly, DOS9, right? He's able to just dance around this site, not moving too much for the 3K. Boom Esports are holding on here on this map of Lotus. 2 rounds to play for the remainder here. Paper X deploying a timeout. I mean, look at the circles that they've got too. There's still 2 more timeouts that these teams can use. If we need to have a back-to-back timeout, they can.
It certainly could go either way at this point as well. At least for us
Hashtag
back home
Pepper nggak bisa
watching,
defend
you
gitu.
love how entertaining this gets. With the possibility that we might even
Jago
get to
di
see
tag
Paper
doang
X
anjing
road.
Pepper.
Maybe. I mean, I look towards what we've seen on Lotus from Paper X before. The 13-7 that they had against DFM, the cleanest, right? The OT against T1, the OT against Fnatic, the OT against Wolves, the OT against Team Liquid, and G2 13-11. I'm starting to see a pattern with Paper X on Lotus. It always goes all the rounds.
The steam engine just keeps chugging. Right now, eyes once again onto Boom. Starting things off with the holds. It's been Yoru all the way for something now.
On the back of this timeout now, what ideas do we get formulated for both of these teams as well? The pressure does start to build in these final 2 rounds. Sending in something towards Rubble at the moment. Boom being very passive towards the spawn. You've got the one-way over at C. They've been pushed out from A. So they're going to have to invest in some of this utility to get a little bit forward.
Pretty suffocating for now.
Could certainly be, especially if something finds kill or 2 over towards A. The dark cover does get refreshed, so let's see.
Breaks down the Prowler. Tatso shots away. He's looking for the TP out.
Yeah, just got to get out of that one.
Oh my.
Bullets to go. He wants to find the angle.
Seriously?
But only a 1-1.
Still is some possible space for Boom now.
Yeah, it's some damage that's been delivered for sure. You've still got 2 players from Paper X over towards this C side with the shear, with a lot of device utility. What a gorgeous shot from Patman though. That one is a heartbreaker for Boom.
And look at how Forsaken is creeping up as well. They would have no idea. He goes in. It's a spray. Defy ends it down.
Nice.
And then when it was so close for Boom.
Nice.
Stopped and
Itu loh dari tadi
Paper X
anjing.
are still just that indomitable. 13 to 10 as
Udah
the
guys ya.
final scoreline
Udah.
on the second map of
Nggak bisa soalnya gua nggak enak tuh buat teriak-teriak tuh.
A little bit too hot under the collar for PRX, but I think we're looking towards
Thank you guys ya udah nonton ya. Aduh, sorry banget nih kalau gua agak-agak gimana gitu adminnya, soalnya lagi sakit tuh. Thank you guys yang udah nonton. Kita live lagi, kita ketemu lagi streaming ntar kalau kita udah sembuh ya. Thank you guys. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.